Hello, sweet peas, everybody. Greetings all around. Good to see everybody. And I just want to say welcome once again to the new people that signed up with us. And I hope you're enjoying your stay. Okay. We're now looking at the week of July 14th through the 20th. And what I would like to say is happy birthday, Mom. She's having a heavenly birthday party, I'm sure, probably with lots of coffee and coffee cake. So we miss you, and it's been grand. Okay, let's see what we've got, though. In the meantime, I have a new deck that I borrowed from a good friend, and it is called Influence of the Angels Tarot. Let me show you. Isn't that nice? I'll show you as we go through them and everything. They're standard tarot, but they have different images, different representations of what's going on. Okay, so I hope we get the Jesus one. I think that's my favorite one. So here we go. Here's the back of the deck. This is the lovely blue. Kind of looks like it belongs during the Renaissance period, doesn't it? Looks like wallpaper to me. Let's see what we got going. Ooh, Ace of Swords. Cool. I had a friend who used to say cool beans all the time. All the time. Let's see what's going on. We're going to lay out our 10 card spread as usual. These images are so pretty. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's have a look. So now some of this might be a little bit personal for me, so I just want to say, is there anybody named Oliver that's out there? Because this is my Oliver card. Okay. For me, it's specific because I do have an Oliver. Actually, I have two Olivers, but this is telling me that some of the information that you've received from a very young person is going to have more relevance than you thought. So you might have said, oh, yeah, that's nice, patted them on the head and sent them on their way. And now you're going to think, what the heck? There's something really going on here. It's like watching The Simpsons and realizing how prophetic they had been 3 years ago. And for those of you that are interested, look that up on the internet because it seems to be quite relevant during this time period now. But anyway, it's the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups doesn't always have cheery information, but they are all always bearers of news. Okay, so just know that they are bringing you information on one specific person. Okay, and it's imperative that you have this information because it's going to help you make a decision here. This is the Four of Pentacles. Have a look. And this is someone who's been doing research and studying, trying to figure out what exactly to do with the information they're receiving. Okay? Pretty interesting, isn't it? The book on the head is just saying that they are quite literal. So it might be that they need to find research before they make decisions. But it is an intelligent female that you can count on that's going to have things to share with you in this upcoming week. And most of it has to do with with finances. Okay, it's almost like you hear a little voice in your ear and it helps you make a decision. Okay, that's your spirit guide. Some of you might even be a birth angel or a guardian angel that's giving you information. So heads up on this because it's coming relatively soon. Okay, all right. Now, if you've been sitting there and it's like I only have a yes or no question, I don't need tons of information on anything. This card is for you. This card is the Ace of Swords, and quite frankly, that's my yes card. So there's a decision that they're helping you with, especially if you're a Libra. You probably need help here. Okay. Nice. Okay. And aces are always gifts. So just realize that it's nothing to be afraid of. It's something that's really quite profound as well. Okay. Okay. This might be a little spillover, but this is telling me that some of you out there are having terrible times with your sleep patterns. I wonder who that might be. Okay. This is telling me that we're going to get information that's affiliated with the yes card. So maybe maybe things are going to be working out a little better for you. So keep pursuing it, nail down every bit of information. And someone actually said to me, if anybody talks about red light healing, research it and see how that works out for you. So that might be something that you want to look into. You heard of that before? Red light healing? Look that one up too. It's a good suggestion here. But this poor little person is just exhausted and needs some help with the sleep. They do have guardian angels too, so there's one that's out there willing to help. But remember, they have to ask for help. So if you're not asking for help, get busy. Five of Pentacles. Be mindful of what's going on with your finances at this time, because this looks like there's something that goes on beyond your control. But if you prepare ahead of time, the impact is insignificant. Okay, so that's what this is. The Five of Pentacles means loss in terms of maybe financial stuff, and even if it has to do with your health, it's telling me that things can get better. Just pay attention and address each one of those issues as they appear. So there's no sticking your head in the sand. Pay attention to what's going on. Take care of business, right? And then the images leave as quickly as they arrived. So you're doing okay. You just can't put the gauntlet down yet, all right? Charming. Then what do we got? The Hermit. Okay, another major arcana card. But with this one, the Hermit is speaking to you of issues that you're going to be learning about. So it's not wasted effort. It actually is going to be something that appears to you. You find the answer to it. The revelation is complete. Okay, so have a look. Keep an eye open for Virgos that are entering your realm, because soon it will be their zodiac sign, and they are quite powerful when they want to be. Okay, so just know that there's a Virgo in your future that you are meant to meet and pay attention to. The thing about this particular Virgo, though, is they might be on the softer side of Virgo. Sometimes they're quite adamant and making decisions that administrators make, and they might only be somebody's secretary, but yet they're capable of doing all that. This Virgo looks like is the kind that grows exotic plants, has the most beautiful garden, and I just got the sound of a garden type. It's called the Bijou Garden, so look that up. Sometimes it's affiliated with French, sometimes it's affiliated with the English, but it seems to be tied to her. You see all these beautiful flowers and stuff. I think she's going to help you find peace within the nature realm. Okay, so look for her. This is going to be interesting information. So peaceful. You can almost hear the birds. Okay, all right, and then let's see, how does this unfold? Well, my goodness, if you have anything legal going on at this particular time, I am going to encourage you to participate with anything that maybe your lawyer or somebody who's affiliated with this has to say, because we have justice will prevail. So if we think on a grander scheme, we might have things to start celebrating, because here we have a card that shows me that there's confrontation between two separate groups, but there's divine guidance that appears. I don't know if you can barely see that image. Nope. Yep. Maybe. Almost. Well, there's divine intervention. Okay. So two fighting groups, like soccer players, soccer, and they have help that's coming from a source they never thought of. So it's like a different solution than they ever even thought. And keep your eyes open now, too, for this King of Swords that wants to come in. This is a guy who has answers. It is not the King of Vanity, although this one here does have a lot of information. He's going to say, I know, I lived through it, I did this. And so they're going to share that information with you. And it can even be on a larger scale if it gets shared with us. So we could have a powerful male that wants to come in, maybe an air sign, not necessarily a Gemini, but could be Aquarius or Libra. Okay, so look toward the end of our session to see who might show up, because I don't get a bad feeling from him. He's like the guy who played Sherlock Holmes. Is he walking around with a canon of the book and the stories and everything just to make sure everything stays true to what the book says, to what the canon says? And that's what this guy is. He's very much locked into legal truths. And if we got the justice card one step away, this could have very good outcome in the not too distant future. Okay? Aren't these nice cards? There's some interesting information. Different. Queen of Pentacles is the anchor of this particular reading. Now that can tie back into our Virgo because she is the Queen of Pentacles. So it's going to be quite interesting, quite powerful. And what she has to say bears fruit. So pay attention, close attention to what this female, if it's not a female, it's a gay male that has a lot of really good information for us. Now, our other deck that I'm just going to pull a couple cards from is this Psychic Tarot. It's really an oracle deck, and it's done by, what's his name? John Holland. Yeah. Now, I really like this deck, but being an oracle deck, it doesn't have as many cards in it as a regular deck of tarot cards. So let's see what they have to say. I'm going to pull 3 cards and see what's up. Now, these are similar to tarot, but because tarot is in the name of this particular one, but not all oracle decks have that many. Okay, this is interesting. First card that I've got here is disappointment, boredom, discontent. And this is things not turning out the way you had expected them, and you've kind of turned your back on the outcome of it. The universe is not done yet. They're saying, don't give up yet. Give it some more time because we're still working on it. Okay, so it's not just about little you and me, but it's about they're still being participants in it too. This is the universe. This is the God force you believe in. And what happens in the outcome card, it's actually showing it as a number 1, is the passion is ignited. So just about the time you would have given up, all of a sudden we've got some good information coming through. The cat is even agreeing with, can you hear him? Okay. So that's extra information coming in from our little, he's probably a Virgo, right? Okay, y'all. I'm just happy to have spent some time with you and showing you some new cards, and know that obstacles and challenges are going to be met with answers and solutions. So y'all take good care of yourselves, and I will see you again in another week or so. What do you think? Okay, bye for now.